Hi, I'm Devranya, and this is the Phoenix TV Classroom Minute, highlighting news on youth and education in Phoenix. Your Classroom Minute starts now. School is back in session for students, whether it's in the classroom or a virtual one. COVID-19 has impacted the way that we traditionally learn. Joining me now is Alexis Aguirre, Master Teacher at Encanto Elementary School. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So, Alexis, we've had the opportunity, we worked together before on the Phoenix TV Classroom Study Hall. That was a partnership with the Osborn and Roosevelt School District, City of Phoenix Council District 8, and Phoenix TV to bridge the learning gap for Phoenix students. Tell me about the study hall and your efforts behind that.
Yes, it was an amazing opportunity to bring together two great school districts and enthusiastic teachers to be able to reach out to our kids who maybe at that time did not have internet access or did not have access to technology to engage in some of that distance learning opportunities that we had as we ended the school year and had to close down our schools due to the coronavirus crisis. We were able to hear from our families how excited they were to see the teachers that they know and love in their homes every day. It gave us the opportunity as well to learn from each other as Osborne teachers and as Roosevelt teachers to blend our teaching styles and really provide the best opportunity in a really tough situation.
It was great working with everyone to bring that to our Phoenix students. And the work continues. So here we are in a new academic school year, and one that's requiring teachers to do something that they haven't done before. You know, virtual instruction, most teachers are accustomed to teaching in a classroom, but this is different. Tell me about your personal experience in doing virtual instruction.
Definitely. We really miss being in the classroom with the kids and doing what we love at our schools, but it's just not safe right now. So, in the spring, we went into what we call crisis teaching and learning. From one week to the next, we had to turn all of our lessons inside out and make them work from a distance. Now we've had this summer to really think about how it went and how we want to prepare as we know that we're going into this for the long haul. And so we've had the opportunity to learn about Google Classroom, to train on different tools that our students can engage with us online, whether it's Google Forms, Flipgrid, and just a host of different tools. And so we've had our Meet the Teacher virtually. We've been able to engage with our students through social emotional group, provide interventions and enrichments based on each child's independent learning goals, pre-test them to make sure that we're giving them exactly what they need, start building that classroom community that helps us be successful for the year to come.
Most districts, they've had to shift their academic calendar. And what has Osborn School District done differently? And what does a typical day look like for you and your students?
We started our day with a smart start, which is live whole group, and really focused on that social emotional moment to really connect with our peers and our teachers. And then we have pre-recorded sessions that go into our subject areas of math, reading, writing, and phonics, as well as science. And those are pre-recorded because we really want to make sure that no student misses instruction because their internet is down or their grandma and she doesn't know how to work the technology. So students can watch it on their own time, whether that's in the afternoon or on the weekend, and they have the entire week to complete their work at their own pace. At the end of the day, we have opportunities for check-ins as well with their teachers, as well as special areas where they can still engage in music, and PE, and art, and library. We have social workers that are checking in with our families who need that extra support, as well as special education services that are being able to have one-on-one and small group intervention sessions that are live at the parents' scheduled times when it works best for them.
How are students adapting to this change?
Our students definitely miss being in person with their friends, but they're also having a lot of fun with some of these new tools, taking selfies of themselves and submitting videos about what their favorite books are or how they think that animals adapt and survive. So they're learning, I think, sometimes faster than we are as adults to manipulate this technology and show us all the cool things that they've learned how to do that we're like, wow, I didn't even know that worked that way or that we had that option.
And I know one of the important things they say it's always important to replicate the school setting at home. What's your advice for parents in doing so?
What we recommend is to just get on a schedule. And so the child knows that this is when we start our school day, whatever that is for them, and that they change, out of their jammies into something that makes them feel good, that's going to make their brains turn on, and get in a focused space. So an area that they can focus, whether it's a cozy corner, bring a brain buddy with them. We work at Encanto School, especially with little ones, so we encourage them to grab a stuffed animal so that they can share their thinking with, that they can practice their thoughts out before they put it onto paper. Coming outside of the bedroom if possible and having a little nook in the living room or in the kitchen so that if they need help, mom or dad or grandma or whoever it is can swoop in and figure out any technology issues, but also giving them that space and letting them do what we call that productive struggle of working through a hard problem and being able to show what they know.
What are you doing to keep kids engaged and to effectively reach all students?
Definitely. So there's things you can do at home and there's things that we're doing at school. So at home, we definitely recommend, that your child gets a full night's sleep because we know it's been, a crazy spring and summer and we've gotten off of our routine. So waking up rested and ready to learn, having a good healthy breakfast and some healthy snacks at hand. We often provide wiggle chairs at school where students can move around and get their wiggles out, but they can stand up, they can kneel, they can have fidgets with them, whether it's Play Doh or a fidget spinner to kind of get some wiggles out as well, and lots of breaks. We often have what we call brain breaks at school. Every about 15, 30 minutes, we'll stand up, we'll put on some kids' bop and dance around together, and have some fun and kind of reset our brains to get fresh air and get our blood pumping. So those are things that you can do at home. As an educator, if we are practicing syllables, standing up and clapping out the song or the words together, if we are working on numbers and adding or multiplying or subtracting, also standing up and doing jumping jacks as we're doing it. So incorporating a lot of that physical movement into what we're doing, even if it's a social and emotional game, going to grab something green and run back and show the class what green thing is that you found and tell us about it.
I love that. I think I need to get a hold of one of those wiggle chairs. I think we all need one in our life. And I imagine that it's probably also a challenge reaching those students who may not have internet access at home or a digital device. What has the school district done to address this?
Well, luckily in the Oz School District, our community voted yes on a local bond and override. And so we were blessed to get one-to-one technology to provide a laptop for every student in our school district. Now we know that not every school district has that option right now. And so we're definitely going to need a lot more support locally at the state and federal level. But we know that our school districts have received some CARES money, and so we're figuring out how to best distribute those resources to our families who are most in need. And so one thing that we're doing is that we are partnering families with local businesses such as Cox Cable, and as they have a low-cost program called Cox Connect, where they can get internet for about $6 a month, as well as some of our families who need hotspots. We're providing hotspots for them during this school year to make sure that they have access. to the internet and they have access to the lessons that we're providing. For families who are living in certain regions where there is no access to internet, or who are maybe living in weekly home situations, which is a fairly, substantial population of our students, we're also providing work that is aligned to our curriculum and exactly what we're doing right now, so that even if they become disconnected to the school or to internet at some point, that they can have those materials with them and accessible to them at all times.
Important services indeed. And I just want to note that the City of Phoenix, through federal relief funding, was able to distribute 800 tablets with built-in hotspots to families and with school-age children in city public housing. So love the services that we're all collectively providing for the students in need. What's the best advice that you can give parents and students to have a successful school year with all the changes?
What we are telling ourselves right now, reminding ourselves, is grace. Having grace with yourself, having grace with your student and your teacher and the situation that we're in. We know that everybody is, fighting a different battle, and that we all love our kids and our students, and we're all doing the best that we can in this moment. Right now, our teachers are working night and day and weekends to make sure that the lessons that they're providing are the best quality that they can be for their students. And we know that parents are also doing the very best that they can, juggling work, being at home, supporting their kids. And in partnership, just like we do in the regular school year, is how we'll be able to work together to make sure that our kids are successful, that they feel successful both academically, but also social and emotionally secure, and feeling loved, and knowing that they will have the support, whatever situation we are, to meet their goals and their dreams in any way that they choose to move forward with that.
Alexis, I appreciate the work that you're doing, as well as all the teachers in your school district. Some top-notch teachers at the Osborn School District. I can attest to that, working with them directly with Study Hall. So thank you again for all you're doing for our Phoenix students, and best wishes to you this school year.
Thank you.
If you are ready to learn, get really close to your camera and give us a big smile if you are ready to learn. Awesome job. I even see Mia smiling in the class.
This is what learning looks like today. Computer or digital device for online instruction at home. Let's hear from some students about their virtual learning experience.
Well, it's kind of crazy because no one would ever think we would have to do school online because of a virus.
They actually changed our schedules from last year when we were actually in school. And also just being online is different.
For our school expectations, we still have to wear our uniform so we could actually be like school in person.
That's my schedule throughout the week. And Fridays, we just usually have it on at 9 to 11. But the rest of the week, it's 7:45 to 3.
Well, school starts at 8:15. I have to do 4 live Zoom lessons a day. Science, social studies, math, and ELA.
We go through Zoom, and like if we can't get on the Zoom, like that's happened to me, then we either send them an email or send them a just chat through my inbox for Canvas. Some of the positives were that I got to see my friends again, and that I got to meet my new teachers, and just being back in school doing something.
What I don't like about online school is that I can't see my classmates in person. I need social interaction.
We're doing this because of COVID-19 and because nobody really wants to get sick.
We have to do online learning because of coronavirus. I don't know when it will end, or no one does, but until they find a vaccine, we might be able to go back to school.
I wish all students the best this school year and keep learning. For more education news, keep watching Phoenix TV Classroom.